WNBA without one of its brightest stars? What if I told you that day has come? Caitlin Clark, the name synonymous with electrifying performances and record-breaking feats, is stepping away from the court. But why? And what does this mean for the future of women's basketball? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the shocking announcement of Caitlin Clark's exit from the WNBA. We'll explore her incredible journey, the impact she's had on the league, and the ripple effects of her departure. Stay tuned as we uncover some lesser-known facts and events that shaped her career and the WNBA itself. Welcome to Crazy Basketball, where we bring you the most thrilling and unexpected stories from the world of basketball. If you love the game as much as we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community. Let's get started. Before we talk about the highlights of Caitlin Clark's career, let's delve into the reasons behind her unexpected departure. Caitlin has often struggled with the physical defense and officiating in the WNBA. The intense physicality of the game and inconsistent officiating have been a source of frustration for her. In a recent interview, she stated, "I feel like I'm getting hammered and everybody is physical with me. Opponents get away with things that other players don't." This comment reflects her ongoing battle with the league's physical demands and the officiating standards. But Caitlin's frustrations run deeper. Many players face similar challenges, yet few make the decision to leave. Could it be the mounting pressure, the constant scrutiny from fans and critics alike? This brings us to a crucial question for our viewers. How do you think the league could better support its players? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before we discuss the playoff heartbreak, let's celebrate some of Caitlin's most remarkable achievements. Leading the Indiana Fever to the playoffs was no small feat, especially considering the team's struggles prior to her arrival. Her leadership and skill on the court were instrumental in breaking attendance and merchandise records, showcasing her immense popularity and impact on the league. Did you know that Caitlin's jersey became the top seller in league history, surpassing legends like Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi? It's not just about numbers, it's about what those numbers represent. An entire fan base rallying behind a player who embodies hope and excitement. What's your favorite Caitlin Clark moment? Was it a game-winning shot, a record-breaking performance, or something else entirely? Let us know. Before we move on to her teammates' performances, let's revisit the heartbreaking playoff loss to the Connecticut Sun. Despite the Fever's struggles, Caitlin's standout performance was a beacon of hope. Scoring 29 points with 10 assists and 7 rebounds, she played like her life was on the line. Yet, despite her efforts, the team fell short with a score of 87-81. Fans, we know how invested you were in that game. What were your emotions as you watched Caitlin fight against the odds? Did you feel a glimmer of hope, or were you bracing for disappointment? The collective sigh after that loss was palpable, reflecting not just the team's heartache, but the burden Caitlin carried alone. Before we get into the press conference announcement, it's crucial to critique the performances of Caitlin's key teammates. Players like Tammy Bentley, Victoria Vivians, and Kelsey Mitchell had moments where they shone, but overall, the lack of consistent support significantly impacted the team's performance and morale. Tammy Bentley in particular had a rough outing during the playoffs, struggling with critical mistakes that could have shifted momentum. Her shot clock violation at a crucial moment showcased the pressure mounting on her. Victoria Vivians, expected to be a veteran presence, managed only 6 points on 2 of 10 shooting. Kelsey Mitchell, known for her scoring ability, also struggled, finishing with just 9 points on 3 of 12 shooting. What do you think is the responsibility of role players in such high-stakes games? How can they step up when their star player is fighting an uphill battle? We'd love to hear your insights. Before we explore the financial implications, let's talk about the timing and context of Caitlin's announcement. Her statement about needing a reset came as shock to many. During her press conference, she revealed, "I need to get away from all of this." It highlighted her desire for a fresh start and perhaps a new direction in her career. Caitlin didn't hold back either. She called out the league for its weak officiating and lack of protection from dirty plays. It felt like a culmination of her experiences in the WNBA, years of hard work overshadowed by negativity and unfair treatment. For you fans out there, how did you feel watching her address the media? Were you surprised by her candidness, or did you expect her to voice these concerns? Before we discuss the broader context, let's consider the financial implications of Caitlin's departure. Her presence had a tremendous impact on attendance and sales for the Indiana Fever. Attendance figures skyrocketed when she joined, with averages rising from a dismal 3,000 fans per game to an astonishing 15,000. The Fever's financial future without her is concerning. Predictions indicate a significant drop in revenue, especially as Caitlin was not just a player, she was a brand. Her merchandise sales contributed millions to the league's league's overall financial health. Fans, what do you think the league can do to mitigate these losses? Should they invest more in marketing or explore other avenues? We want to hear your thoughts. Before we conclude, let's address the broader context of Caitlyn's career and departure. Throughout her time in the league, there have been racial controversies surrounding her popularity. Some critics have attributed her success not to her undeniable talent, but to her race, asserting that her skin color played a significant role in the support she garnered. This raises important questions about perception in sports. How often do we see discussions about race overshadowing an athlete's accomplishments? Caitlyn has faced criticism that is both deeply personal and professionally damaging. As fans, how do you feel about the intersection of race and talent in sports? Does this influence your perception of athletes and their achievements? Let's discuss this in the comments. As we delve into the fallout from Caitlyn's departure, it's crucial to engage with you, our fans. We're launching a poll. Do you think Caitlyn Clark made the right decision to leave the WNBA? Yes or no? Your opinions matter, and we want to foster a vibrant discussion about the future of women's basketball and its stars. Additionally, we'll be hosting a live Kwanda session next week, where we'll answer your burning questions about Caitlyn, the WNBA, and the broader landscape of women's sports. Be sure to tune in and participate. As we wrap up, Caitlyn Clark's departure marks a pivotal moment for the WNBA. Her contributions have been monumental, and the league now faces the challenge of moving forward without one of its most dynamic players. The ripple effects of her exit will be felt not only in attendance and revenue, but also in the spirit and energy of the league. Caitlyn's journey is far from over. As she embarks on a new chapter overseas, we'll be watching closely to see how she continues to shape the game and challenge norms. What do you think lies ahead for both Caitlyn and the WNBA? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Caitlyn Clark's journey and the implications of her departure, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thrilling basketball stories. Until next time, keep loving the game.